Hey fam, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. And yeah, we're not even going to do an intro today. I just want to talk about this article that came to my attention real quickly. And there are a lot of articles about this place. It is called Burj Baras. Now, what if I could tell you that you could have your very own Disney castle for less than $500,000? Now, to give you some perspective, just our regular old houses here in America, in LA County, are $1 million houses. Just throwing that out there. So I don't know why. I don't know. I just like to fuck with myself sometimes and think about that shit apparently. Anyway, moving on. So the idea is that you could have your own spa in your own house and you just live in a neighborhood full of other Disney castles. Honestly, they're a little too close to each other for my, like, can you? Anyway, moving on. So they were very particular about where they wanted to place this town, and to be fair, it is close to the Roman spa town of Modena, which is known for being like luxurious spas and putative healing waters and all that groovy shit. Although some like of the natives were like, wait, what kind of culture were you trying to bring to this neighborhood? Whose? Huh? What? But you know, I mean, it counts, right? It's just right down the road. And it's also near Turkey's northwestern mountains to draw in folks from like the Gulf countries and shit like that, right? So the idea was 732 buildings, because they weren't just going to be homes, there were also going to be movie theaters, sports facilities, Turkish baths, and like shopping centers and all that groovy shit. 587 of the 732 buildings were complete, and they came with price tags of $400,000 up to $500,000. I've even caught $700,000 in one spot. Most of these articles that you find, like, there are a plethora out there about this place, but most of them are just pretty much talking about the same thing. The president, however, did endorse this because he thought that it would be a great thing for a great boon for the economy and all that groovy shit, right? And it, you know, like a handful sold, but unfortunately, like, sales had to be canceled. There was a failed political coup that happened, natural disasters. It was just, you know, life. And when life wasn't done being life, then it was time for 2020. Yeah, it's, people say that it seems as though they were told, like, okay, well, you know, job's done for the day, it's time to leave, and then never went back to work. A lot of these places were not finished. The roads, as you can see, are not even completed. They tried, they really tried though, but with everything going on, like, I mean, they had a recession, and that's just doesn't help businesses. It certainly doesn't help you pay back your debts, right? And they just needed to sell like a handful, and they would have been free and clear of their debts. But currently, this place is wide open. And it's like a tourist spot now to like go and check out this like ghost town, basically. And really all that I've been wanting to say this whole time is, when are we going? So yeah, I mean, in all these articles, I'm not seeing anything about any dance studios or anything like that. And that's, I got two problems. One, what the fuck, I want to dance. Two, why are they so close together? Like, we have places like that in Seattle and shit. It's not like it's, you know, they don't put homes together too close together anywhere around the world. But, like, I don't like it. I need some elbow room. I don't want to see what that fucker's up to. Anyway, that's all I got. I just wanted to talk about this. This is crazy. And maybe plan a freaking trip with some people. I don't know, whatever. And apparently isn't going to be too costly. I don't even know what to think about this place. It just kind of creeps me out. One of the, like, if you want to talk about real horror in the world, in life, just in general, there's this thing, frogging. I don't like that. It really fucking freaks me out. I told a buddy of mine one day that my plan, for those who don't know, I take care of my mother, and my plan afterwards is to just build a tiny house, dude. Just build a tiny house, hook it on the back of the RAV, call it good. And he told me to dream bigger, You fucking imagine me with my imagination in this fucking house? Holy shit. I would have to come home every day from work or, you know, whatever fuckery. And I'd have to check every nook and cranny, every closet to make sure there's no fucking asshole squatting in my house. Fucking frogs. Get the fuck... No, that's not necessary. That's rude. That's rude is what it is. And I feel naked without my rings. Anyway... It was nice to meet you if that's all you're here for. I normally on Ghostly Storytime talk about, you know, ghosts. But this is just something that came up and was like, not unlike the Centralia, Pennsylvania shit, but that stuff gets me really worked up and I get very mad. Very mad. That's just human error. If you don't know what Centralia, Pennsylvania is, you may know the name Silent Hill. So for my booktube community, I mentioned recently that I was in the middle of Sylvia Moreno Garcia's The Beautiful Ones. I have finished it, but it took me like a week to read that book. I love Sylvia's writing. If it wasn't her writing it, I wouldn't have finished it. I would have thrown that in one of those very first chapters with Valerie. Fuck that bitch. But I don't want to talk about it, so I'm just gonna say I have received my very first book review requests since starting this channel back in like January or February, and that is The Darkest Hours Expanded Edition by Mike Thorne. Seriously, dude, I needed this. I was so frustrated after all that soap opera bullshit. I fucking needed this. I love Sylvia's writing. I got more to read of hers. It's cool. I just don't like that one. So I needed this. Thank you. I will never forget you, Mike, whether you want me to or not. So this is probably what the next book review video will be on. I don't think I'm going to yap about The Beautiful Ones any more than I just did. But I still love you, Sylvia. I am enjoying the shit out of this book. Seriously, I was standing in the kitchen. Very first freaking... that first story, dude. Oh, man. Oh. There was one point where all I could think was, what about Dalmatian? That shit has barbs on it, dude. Anyway, so I'm standing there in the kitchen reading this while making some tea, right? And the next thing I know, I'm just some bitch standing in the kitchen reading a book. Anyway, I'm just saying it's very distracting from life, and as a fucking book should be. Anyway, I'm enjoying it. I already highly recommend, and I also have chosen my books for the Autism Readathon in June. So that's coming up as well. And until then, you guys take care. I will try as well, and I wish you the best, okay?